People ask, why would you get a major in English? And to me, that question just doesn't make sense, because why wouldn't you get a major in English? And an MA is a chance to extend that kind of learning. You learn to think critically and you learn to communicate clearly. And it's just an amazing opportunity. English is a little bit of everything. It's psychology, it's history, it's the love of language. We study texts in all their forms.
I think one of the program's greatest strengths is the camaraderie amongst the graduate students. I've noticed that our graduate students tend to study together for exams, they tend to get together socially, so that really helps to create a community of students who are full and part-time, who are here for a variety of different reasons. They all are getting to know each other at that given class level.
I think what its greatest strength is its faculty and how they work with us and encourage us. I know that I can go into any of our graduate professors' offices and have a mental breakdown about my thesis or this final paper or my midterm or something, and walk out of there feeling so much better about my life. The department wouldn't be what it is without the faculty being so encouraging and so close-knit the way that they are.
We are, I think, very responsive to our students. We're a relatively small program, and so as a result, we are able to tailor the focus of the program to the students' needs. We can see what people are interested in when they apply and try to steer them in the right direction in terms of what professors to work with and the kinds of classes they should take in order to achieve their individual goals.
We're dedicated to our students. We spend a lot of time one-on-one doing DISs, working with internships with our students, so our students have an opportunity to do an internship either internally, a teaching internship, or perhaps an internship in our community, doing something for a nonprofit or for a local business.
I think that this is an excellent program for a variety of different students who have different priorities. It's a terrific TA mentorship program for the student who's interested in getting a master's degree and coming to school full-time.
It looks good when applying to PhD programs because you have been an instructor of record for, at the time of graduation, 4 classes. So that's a really unique experience specific to UNCW. I think actually getting to work with students and see that interaction with them is something that's invaluable, especially if you're making academia your career.
So essentially, as soon as students set foot on campus, they begin their mentorship program or process towards becoming really competent teachers of composition.
The Wentworth Travel Fellowships are something we don't have anywhere else in the country that I know of. Our benefactor, Mr. Charles Green, gives money to students to go around the world or around the country to visit authors of their interest. So we've had people who have gone to India, to China, different places where a writer that they're highly invested in has lived and worked. And then they come back and they report to us and let us know what they've discovered. And that's something that has really changed people's lives. I had one student a couple of years ago who had never been on a plane. And after she did a Wentworth Travel Fellowship, she ended up teaching abroad. And so it's the kind of thing that you don't really know what the impact of it is going to be until several years maybe down the road. And then you realize this really was a life-changing experience.
We have a number of people who go into college teaching to become full-time lecturers, either here or at the community colleges. And there have been a number of students who've gone into law, gone on to law school, gone into other programs like library and information science. So students go on to different directions as well that are not really kind of charted out necessarily as a direct conduit from English.
Well, I want to teach, which was not something that I expected to want coming in here. You know, people automatically assume that you're going to teach with an English degree, but that's not the case. We can go into publishing, editing, any sort of technical writing, advertising. I mean, the doors for us are wide open.
We've had a lot of students lately get published in nationally recognized journals, and that's something that's really good for them to come out of an MA program having already done that, have that on their CV, whether they go on to a PhD program or whether they go on to another career. It's something that they can be really proud of.
I have a lot of positive images that come to mind when I think about working in this program. There were nights when we finished our composition pedagogy class last spring where it was pouring rain and cold outside and we were all walking out to our cars, but we were still talking in a very excited way, I think, about pedagogy and about the possibilities for teaching and the different things that students were realizing that they could do in the classroom and the ways that that would benefit students. Those are always very positive memories when students start to get really excited about teaching.
I think getting an MA in English isn't what people think it is. It's not just undergraduate plus. It's deeper and it's harder and it's more rewarding. People come out of it and they're changed.